So this week in our jazz guitar session, we did a little bit more on comping and went over the rhythms again from last week. So the new stuff that we covered this week was mainly the progression we were using. So we're playing the same sort of ideas as last time, the same rhythms, the same practice techniques, but we're applying it to a new chord progression. So the chord progression we're going to be using is from the A section of Take the A Train. It just does a lot of really common movement, stuff that appears in a lot of different jazz standards. So I'll show you briefly what it is and I'll explain some of the interesting points about it. So here it is. So it goes. So there's 2 bars of C major. I'm using the C 6/9 voicing, so it's 3rd fret, 2nd, 2nd, 3rd. I'll put this on the chart which we'll send out as well. 2 bars of that, and then 2 bars of D7 or D9, whatever extension you want to use. I'm using a 9, so, and then a bar of D minor 7, a bar of G7, and you're on C major 7. And you can stick a little turnaround at the end as well. It can either be 2, 5, or you can go straight to 5. So that's all on the sheet that we're going to send out as well, but just so you can see it. And I'll just play it once through so you can hear it as well. Just like that. So it sounds pretty familiar, pretty straightforward. Like we were talking about in the session yesterday, a lot of this harmony, it's best to see it rather than as something progressing from the start, see it as something that works towards the end. So you kind of, if you want to make sense of it, look at where it finishes and work back from there. We've talked about a lot of this before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I did just want to mention, all the chords in this progression stay within the key, apart from one of them. So you've got a C major, D minor 7 and G7 all relate back to C major scale, or a C major key. The one that doesn't fit, so much is the D7. So there's one note in there that's outside of the C major scale, which is the F sharp. We don't need to understand it completely at the moment, but what you do need to know is that that is called a secondary dominant, and it's you can see my fingers now. It's a secondary dominant, and that just means that it's a dominant chord, so it's a type of 7 chord that isn't the usual dominant chord in the key. So if we're in the key of C major, the dominant chord is usually a G7, and as it's a D7, it's a secondary dominant chord because it's not the normal one. So when you're improvising over this, that'll be something you might want to be aware of. I know some of the guys last night, they found they could pick out that F sharp note there, wherever you want to find it. It sounded quite nice over that chord. So that's what that is. And yeah, this chord progression appears in lots of different tunes. What else did we cover yesterday? So we basically took the rhythms from the comping rhythms from last week and applied them to that. So there was a Charleston rhythm, there was the anticipations. This is what I wanted to talk about. So the last little bit that I'm going to remind you of now, something to practice. So it's something that doesn't occur so much in the music, and it really helps you get the feel of this music, and it's an anticipation. So that's rather than landing on beat 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, you want to land on that and of 4. So it'd be like this, 1, 2, 3, like that. So there's one anticipation you can do on the and of 4. You can also place it on the and of 2, so that sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. So that anticipation just helps us get a bit more movement in the music. I'd recommend practicing it with a metronome on every beat, and then a metronome on beats 2 and 4. So hopefully you find that useful, and look forward to seeing you again next week.